Ladies and gentlemen and everything in between and outside of those borders, welcome to the Silly Billy channel. My name is Silly Billy and today we are doing another bracket fight. I have done quite a few of these, but I don't think I've done one for the Disventure Camp crew yet. And today we are changing that. I was recently thinking about All Stars, as one usually does when they are a fan of a show that they particularly like, and I was wondering two things. Who do I think is going to win this season? And more importantly, who is my favorite character? And whenever I don't know the answer to that second question, I try to figure it out using one of these. This is a bracket fight. The way that this is going to work is we are going to pair up characters in brackets, and then we're going to see who comes out on top of those brackets. And at the end, we will have one shining new character in the middle here, which apparently will conclude my favorite character. If you like these kinds of videos, I have a bunch more I already did on the Total Drama Cast. You can check those out in the description, and I'll post a little thing in the iCard above, right there. It's right there. See? Bingo! But here in this video, we are going to figure out who my favorite Disventure Camp All Stars character is. Now, let it be known that I am recording this episode as of watching episode 7. So, by the end of Disventure Camp All Stars, this entire list might have changed. For now, though, we're just going to include everybody, including the hosts and the side people, and also the characters that have already been eliminated. We're just going to talk about them a lot and see how they fare in this bracket. Starting off with round 1, and to inform you, round 1 is usually the longest. We have 35 characters. That's way too many, right? 25 characters, that is the actual length, of which 18 contestants and 7 host production people. Let's see how they fare. Starting off with a matchup between a contestant and an intern. He's not really an intern, is he? Anyway, it is Ashley versus Marcus. Just Marcus, not Nina, only Marcus himself. We are starting off with a pretty easy battle because Ashley absolutely dominates this battle. Marcus unfortunately doesn't get to do a whole lot in this season. He's just kind of there. And that is probably because there are so many characters in this season that you have to kind of drop a couple in terms of importancy. And Marcus definitely drew the short end of the stick. I believe he had 1 speaking role, 2 speaking episodes so far. Yeah, Marcus is not cutting it. Ashley's getting a fun development this season. It's nice to see her go a little bit further. So yeah, that is an easy discussion, and we'll talk more about Ashley once she reaches the next round, which will be either against Derek or James. Interesting pair up. I am going to pick Derek in this matchup, but not necessarily because I adore Derek super much. He does get a lot of development this season, which I think is nice. James is just, again, drawing the short end of the stick here. He had 2 episodes to play with the people and then kinda got mad over something that he really wasn't supposed to get that mad over, and now he's gone, and bye James. James had his run. In All Stars, he's not really a fun character. This is a good reminder that this list is about All Stars, not about what those people did beforehand. So I'm guessing a lot of the characters that have been eliminated already will not be favored that high. But just note that I'm not counting James's arc from last season within this ranking. Speaking of characters who already got out, Miriam versus Tom is a very easy matchup as well in favor of Tom. I am kind of happy that I get to turn this around. Miriam has already proven that she can be an incredibly fun character, so not having a lot of screen time for Miriam this season around is fine, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Tom, I was very much not a fan of in the first season. I thought he was one of the bottom tier characters there. I don't like emo, edgy boys, and the ninja aspect of Tom certainly didn't fit his character very well, in my opinion. Meanwhile, getting to see him as like a doofus cop who has a good heart, is trying to do good for others, a little bit of a flirty situation with Aiden here and there, his drama with Jake. No, wait, that's actually not a good thing. But the rest of those things make me really appreciate Tom this season. I hope for now, Tom is not going to lie more and more about his so-called boyfriend, which he apparently has and is very happy with. Sure you do, bucko. But for now, he definitely takes Miriam. For sure. Going Hunter versus Gret. Gret is, again, sorry for the characters that have already been eliminated. You are not getting favored very high in this ranking. Gret is such an interesting character this season. She has gone from one of the most annoying characters of season 1 to one of the most rootable characters in season 3. It's weird how they're doing that. It's just the matchup with Yule that makes this pairing work. Like, Yul has the power to redeem everybody because he is such an asshole. And with Gret, they are definitely doing that. They are toning down Gret's evilness for this season, making her more focus on herself, on improving herself. And I like that aspect of Gret. I like this side of Gret that is not as involved in bringing other people down, but is more concerned with bringing herself up. And I hope that Gret makes it very, very far in this season. She has to be the downfall of you, right? If she hears about the Winnie the Pooh comments, oh my god. Crystal versus Aiden. Now, this is an interesting matchup because I think Crystal is an interesting character. Jokes aside about episode 7, of course, where she is easily my least favorite character forever and will never be able to redeem from what she has said.
You carried Trevor in those episodes.
What? What? She what? Crystal does get some development. Actually, Crystal gets a lot of development for a host character. Usually that development is reserved for the contestants, but with Crystal, she has gotten a large arc in season 2. And in this season, she seems to be getting an arc as well, especially with the Derek interactions that she's having right now. But is it enough? But is it enough to beat Aiden? Well, that is a tricky one, because Aiden to me is a pretty vanilla character. Saying you like Aiden is not shocking, right? There's not a lot to dislike about Aiden. But then again, is there anything to really particularly love about this character? He gives so main character vibe, but he's actually so boring. He's a little boring, you know? Actually, you know what? For shits and giggles, we are moving ahead, Crystal. Sure. I don't think she's... Hello? Oh, the game is not letting me again. I don't think she will make it to the absolute end, but for now, I'll give her the edge over Aiden. Aiden needs to, you know, step up, do a little bit more instead of just react to what is happening, which is absolutely Aiden's specialty and is, I think, what they are going to do with this. But if that is the entire point of Aiden, just eliminate him now. Eliminate him next episode. I really wouldn't care. Connor versus Jake. Oh, no. Jake has gotten some respect after episode 7, but one episode does not clear up 6 episodes of pure torture. Meanwhile, Connor is just really fun. You know what? Screw it. We're giving it to Connor. He's really fun. I hope I'm right about me saying that he will return next season. He is so incredibly fun. I just like this little boomer. Standing up to Rhea as well. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Do it more. And finally, on the left row here, we have Ellie, who gets a free spot because the bracket is 32 spaces long and not everybody will get a contestant. Okay, on the right side, we have Nina versus Yul. The easiest one for now, it is Yul. Nina has gotten just as shafted as Marcus. She's the funnier one of the two, but that isn't saying a whole lot because they've spoken twice. Yul, such a chaotic being, such a menace to society. I love Yul on screen. His diva-ness is perfect. I want so much more of Yul. Let's go. Speaking of chaotic beings, we have Gabby versus Tess. Well, I have made quite the few remarks about Tess and the dumb moves that she's pulling this season. But now we run into something interesting here, because Gabby, as much as she was my favorite contestant from the first season, has not gotten a lot to do yet. There is very, very little that Gabby brings to the screen so far. In fact, if we lose Gabby next episode, nothing is lost to the story, which hurts to say because I love Gabby and I love her little reactions and things. But story-wise, Tess definitely dominates, so which one is more important here? It would hurt to not pick Gabby here, so I'm gonna do it, but Gabby needs more story. Gabby needs more to do in this season. Make her the all-star magic person. Make her the winner. Give her a storyline now. We are still at an early enough point that we can start her development here. She's getting something in mistrusting Ellie, but it's not really what I want. In fact, it was really sad to see how she reacted to Ellie's behavior, but give her more to do. Tess, she's fine. I like her development a little bit more than last season, but it's not saying a whole lot. Lake versus Oliver. This one is going to Lake. I would probably prefer Oliver because I think he's a really fun character. But I have no clue where he is, so I cannot give a character the place if he's not even appearing on my screen. Lake had a fun arc for the 3 episodes she was in. I think it's a really weird call to make Lake such an early boot in this season. But then again, it was kind of fun and shocking, and maybe that means we get to see more of her somewhere down the line, ever. Maybe, potentially. Going to... Oh, that is an ironic matchup. Alec versus Fiore. That is an iconic duo right there. And who do I like more? This is the first character that is moving on while being eliminated. No, Connor already. Anyway, Fiore, you go on. Guys, Alec's kind of boring. Sorry. He's not getting a lot to do in this season either. He's scheming a little bit, but... he doesn't really know how to do it, so it makes him look real goofy. Meanwhile, Fiora is just an entertaining little shit stain, and I loved having her on screen for the episodes that she was on screen. And now that she's gone, I don't mind. But at the same time, if Alec would have gone right now, I wouldn't have cared either. So, yep, definitely Fiore. Going to Ellie versus Emily. This is a tough matchup. Emily is a weird addition to this season. In such a packed season, it's such a weird call to me to add another character, but they're making the most of it. She's really fun to have on screen. But then there's Ellie, who has been getting such an incredible development. And I will share a little bit about the behind the scenes. I don't know how much I can talk about that, but just this little tidbit. When we were writing pitches for Disventure Camp All Stars, Ellie was a character that none of us knew what to do with. Because everybody kind of hated her. To the point that I kind of pitched at some point, like, why even bring her in if nobody really wants to see her? But I am so glad that didn't get through, because they have given Ellie such a fun story. So yeah, Ellie definitely moving on for this episode. I want to see so much more of her. Oh god! I swear these are randomly generated. We get Trevor versus Rhea. Oh, this could not be more perfect. This is obviously going to Rhea. Psych. That is what we call a joke. Get your screaming ass face out of here, Rhea. Trevor is such a sweet little boy, and I have so much fun with this character. Both on show and voicing him. Trevor's voice actor here. Hi. It feels mandatory to say this every time that I'm doing a Disventure Camp video at this point. But Trevor is such a sweet, fun boy, and him finally getting a real story with real development and emotions and such. Yes, more. Give me more. Give me more to do with this character. I love Trevor so much. Meanwhile, Rhea is Rhea. She's not worse than in season 2, because at least they have chosen a direction to focus on, but I don't like the direction. And I don't think I would have liked the other direction either. Rhea's fun to hate on, that's all. She's really fun to hate. So, I guess Rhea moves on. Moves on away to the bus of losers, and never returns. And then gets hit by a bus, haha! Got her. Yeah. Move on to round 2. With 14 characters still in the running, we are getting 4 free spaces in this round. That goes to Ashley, Yul, Trevor. Oh, Trevor's died. Oh, sorry, Trevor. And no, wait, Ellie's still here. Then we have 15 characters. I can't count. Starting with Derek versus Tom. Like I said in the last round, Derek is not really my favorite character on the show. I like him more this season than last season, and I like that Derek is finding more of a caricature to fit, so to say. Derek was kind of bland in season 1, and now he gets to be more and more chaotic, so to say. And I like that. Regardless, Tom still easily clutched this battle because of the storyline they're setting up with Tom, the new development that he's getting. His direction for this character is such a major improvement for Tom. It brings him up for this character I really didn't like to a character that I really do like. Meanwhile, for Derek, he goes from meh to alright. And therefore, Tom easily takes this as well. Gret versus Crystal. That is also an interesting battle. We are losing 2 host faces in a row because Gret is moving on here. I'll try to not fall into repetition too much with these later rounds, but like I said, Gret is such a fun character to root for, and I really hope to see her deal with her personal struggles. I feel like there is still a lot of insecurity within Gret that is going to boil up as Yul keeps pestering on Gret, and it becomes more and more obvious that he really doesn't like her. I think we are getting such a self-love and personal care story with Gret, and I really can't wait to see that properly evolve. Meanwhile, Crystal, she gets a fun storyline, but I think that about sums it up. So let's move on. Also, Crystal's the worst character ever, and nobody should ever like her again. And I hope a rock hits her in the face and she dies. Okay, moving on. Connor versus Ellie. Ellie, you are really just here because you got a free space. Move over. You are such a stupid character this season. You might be one of the worst. I don't like you. Stop looking at me like that. You know you deserve this. Connor, you are such a bae. I love you. You're a pookie. Let's move on. On the right side, Yule. With every image, Yule grows closer. His stare becomes more menacingly. Anyway, Gabby versus Lake. Well, Lake, you really only won from Oliver because he wasn't there. Gabby, you easily take Lake here. I like Gabby more than I like Lake. Gabby's funnier, and neither really did get to do a whole lot this season. So, Gabby moves on. Yep. Fiora versus Allie. That is an interesting one. While I love having Fiora on screen as the little bitch that she is, maybe I should censor that. Maybe I shouldn't call an 8-year-old a bitch. Oops. Anyway, Allie is certainly not a bitch. There we go. And I like having her have a story. And Fiora didn't really have a story. She was kind of there. She was... Fiora... Oh my god. Oh my god, I just realized something. Oh my god, Fiora's on her Heather arc. Oh my god, Fiora is on her Heather arc. We have had annoying Heather in the form of Fiora Season 1, getting shit on Heather in the form of Fiora Season 3, and now we are getting Redemption Heather in the form of Fiora Season whenever she returns. If Fiora makes a return, I guarantee you, I will bet every single one of you watching $10 that she is going to be a redemptive character. They are going far with her, that Fiora has to deal with this new evil and finds love and finds interests in other people and figures out that she's a little shit and learns to live with herself. Oh my god, I am seeing it all. But we're not quite there just yet, and Heather in Season 2 was also not really entertaining as well. It was just kind of necessary. So this is the necessary step in Fiora's arc to becoming one of the best characters of the show ever. Allie takes it for now, though. And then we have my boy moving on. Yeah! Round 3, we have 8 characters left in the running. This is it. The bloodbath is about to commence. Let's see who survives. But first, I need a drink. While Billy is away getting a little drink, I would like to personally thank the Silly Billy members for making this video possible and for also supporting the channel. Thank you so much to the current Silly Billy members: Star Wars Timbin, Media Films, Callan Strimbu, Poppy Chan, The Name is Tubby, Roblox Noahcraft, Yule Lover, Trap, 90, Just Dex, Lily Rose 55, Corsa Corpse, Jericho Forest, Zeko McGecko, Rift, Creeper, XOX, Nut, and Avi Goopa. $2 a month, you get early access to videos that Billy produces, as well as the shoutouts that I just did. I am such an obscure reference that nobody even knows who I am anymore, except for the long-time viewers. So if you still remember who I am, you're a trooper. Okay. I'm back. Go. Let's do this. Okay, round 3 starts with Ashley and Tom. Oh my god. Time to make a lot of fans angry. Whatever I choose here is not gonna be liked by their respective fans. And there are a lot of them. Ashley and Tom, I believe, are among the most popular characters. Well, there is only one of those characters that doesn't really deserve the status of an all-star to begin with. She's a fun development, but she's not really doing a whole lot. And by the pronouns I am now using, you probably figured out that Ashley has no spot on this list anymore. Tom is moving on because he's a very fun character. Ashley too is a fun character, but the main difference is that Tom gets to have this big development on his own, whereas Ashley is kind of just reacting to the story as is. She's being nice to Jake, she's being nice to Allie, but what is Ashley bringing herself? Right? Think about that. You think about that. Now that Fiora is gone, I think Ashley will go soon too. She has served her purpose to the story. But that is just the hypothetical idea that I have. Meanwhile, Tom, I think he's a main player for this season. And I just really like him a lot. Next up, we have Gret versus Connor. Connor has been getting a hot streak here. Jake, easy battle. Ellie, easier battle. But now that they are both in a serious battle, Gret easily... Oh god, Gret dies. Oh, frick, Gret is dead. Okay, no, Gret, stop dying. No! Let me... Okay. Thank you. Easily Gret in this situation. Connor was fun. If he does come back, he might change this around. Assuming he doesn't, though, Connor's been fun. Meanwhile, Gret is on another level, you know? That's what I'm going for here. Let's move on. Gabby versus Yule. Oh, boy. Oh boy, oh no, Gabby, there you go. It is Yule's time to shine. Yule is such a fun character, and he has importance to the story, which I always really appreciate. Gabby doesn't have that. There is no way Gabby is winning over Yule in her current state. Previous season, previous developments, I would have easily picked Gabby. Even though I really like Yule. I have always really liked Yule. He is such a fun character. I was listening to the Disventure Camp podcast, the Disventure Dispatch, that is it. I was listening to that, and Marks, the voice actor for Yule, was talking about voicing a divisive character as Yule, and he kind of said it best, like, Yule brings the dis in Disventure. I fully agree. This season would have been so completely different without Yule's involvement. He makes this show Disventure. Even though I like Gabby more, I appreciate Yule's contribution to this season more. Next up, we have Ellie versus Trevor. Ooh, spicy. Definitely the two characters that have the best dance moves. We all know that, right? Oh, this is so tough. Oh, I love Trevor. Can I find it in my heart to let him go? And then for Ellie, of all people, this is the thing that I am deliberating here. I know I have a little insight in Trevor's story. There's much more to come here. There is much, much more to come from the Trevor storyline. But that's not fair, because we're not there yet. I can't grade a character on what they're about to do. I don't know what any of these characters are going to do, except for Trevor. So that is not fair information. That is training with foresight. I can't do that. It's illegal. But then again, for Ellie, the main basis to move her ahead here is because she catches me by surprise, because I know what happened in the writing room. So for both characters, I'm cheating. And which cheat is worse? Is it fair for me to take into account how much fun I have voicing Trevor? I could have had just as much fun voicing Ellie. Who knows? Yes, I'm a gamer girl. Okay, that actually wasn't that fun. Okay, so maybe I need to move ahead, Trevor. Okay, I am really struggling with this one. So I have a solution. Bam. Should Trevor move on in favor of Ellie? Let's see. Oh my god, it's happening as I see it. I mean, I think that means the 8-ball agrees with me. Well, Ellie, I'm very sorry, but the magic 8-ball has spoken. Trevor moves... Oh god, the program doesn't agree. Trevor moves on in favor of Ellie. But this was a very close race. The final 4 of our little bracket list we have right here. Tom, Gret, Yule, and Trevor. I have to say, I really like this list. God, I said I really like again. Anyway, I appreciate what we have going on here. I would argue that these are my favorite characters of the season so far, yeah. I'm happy that they didn't have to do big battles between each other yet, because we could have lost a lot of fun characters along the way. Regardless, let's lose fun characters. Starting off, Tom versus Gret. Who is moving on in favor of who? Between the two of these characters, there's one character I like more, and the other is more so because of sympathetic reasons. So, Tom, welcome to the team. Welcome to the finals, buddy. Gret, I really appreciate what they're going for here. Like I said, I think there will be these storylines they are setting up, but I don't know that yet. Aha, I caught you. For now, though, Gret is just kind of pathetic in the sense that we know what Yule really thinks of her, and Gret is just so sweet, and she doesn't deserve what's about to come. But, like, it hasn't happened yet, right? What has Gret done this season, realistically? Yet Tom is such a main player so far, I think he has to take the upper hand here. And then Yule versus Trevor. It is time. Say goodbye. It is not fair for me to move on Trevor just yet. He's had a good run. He's made it so far. But I can't, in good consciousness, move him over in favor of Yule. Yule makes this show so much. And Trevor, well, he does too. I'm happy that he gets the opportunity to do so, but like, it's not fair just yet. Yule would have won over Ellie either, so it doesn't really matter in that context anyway. Like I said, I know Trevor's gonna get a fun storyline later down this road, but Yule has already gotten it. And I feel like Yule's a main player for this season as well, and I just really like Yule. Okay, that brings us down to the final 2. The character that was pretty much at the bottom last time versus the character that has always been high on my character ranking. Tom versus Yule. It's like choosing between good and evil, you know? It's yin and yang. Who do I choose? I have always appreciated a nice douchebag. And Yule encapsulates douchebaggery so much. He is such a fun character. The vile things, absolutely disgraceful things that this character does are masterful. But then we have Tom, who is getting this whole fun arc of his more goofy side, and, you know, he's so much fun. But then at the same time, there are moments where I could kill Tom for how stupidly stubborn he is. And I can't say the same for Yule, because every time Yule makes a mistake, it is very deliberate, and it makes me hate him even more. And I really like that. So I think we have a winner. The winner of the All-Stars bracket is going to be Yule. Yay! Congratulations, Yule. You are a total piece of shit. And there we go. That concludes our bracket. Yule taking home the win. Tom in nice second place. This has been such a fun video to make. If you liked it, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Silly Billy videos just like this one. Also, in the comments, let me know, am I wrong in putting Yule in first? I am, aren't I? So let me know if I am. And also, definitely let me know who your favorite character is. If you have the time, just do an entire ranking. Let's compare each other's rankings. These are the characters. If you want to send me your ranking, I will more than happily read it in the comments. For now, though, I thank you for watching. This has been Silly Billy, and remember, being the biggest asshole puts you on top of people's rankings. Howdy!